Let's get things started. First of all, I am truly excited and honored to be here tonight to be able to actually introduce some very special guest speakers tonight and to be able to host this call tonight and to show the direction of where we are heading here at ENERGENTICS. So this is a very special call tonight. We're calling it our ENERGENTICS Discovery Call, because tonight we're going to be breaking ground on something very new, very exciting, and we're going to be sharing the direction of where we are heading. But before I get started, introduce to you our first person we'll be interviewing tonight and sharing their story and the excitement that they're experiencing here with ENERGENTICS. I want to give some very special shout outs around the globe to some very special leaders that without them, we would not be the company that we are today. And if any of you participate monthly, trying to get your name on the leaders board to win some of the prizes that we give away each and every month, you're going to be very familiar with this very first group of people that I want to introduce to you tonight. And that is the country, the Philippines. The Philippines are truly dedicated to making things happen. But we have a very special person out there who is our general manager, Miss Aniana Briones. Without her, we would not be experiencing the true success that the Philippines are having right now. But you know, she can't do it by herself. She's got a very special team of people that she's put together that are leading the way in the Philippines. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Michael Saunders. Without Michael, a truly dedicated person that is dedicated to Aniana and assuring that all of their affiliates are taken care of, that everything from shipping to commissions to scheduling meetings to doing basically anything that needs to be done, this gentleman is there sharing the responsibilities with the Aniana. But also I want to give a special shout out to Miss Chezi, who heads up our customer service in the Philippines, that assures that everything runs on a timely and smooth timeline. These three have shown true leadership in what it takes to make something successful. So a special shout out to the Philippines. This is a group that you definitely want to chase. They're always on at least the FOP-TIVE list every single month, month in, month out, of true leaders. The second company that I'd like to skip over to is Australia. Australia is another country that is having huge success, but it's being led by a gentleman that has stepped up and shown true leadership, and that is Mr. Keith Wilkins. Without him, things would definitely not run as smoothly as things are going right now. Another dedicated affiliate that has stepped up and shown the responsibilities of being a true leader. So congratulations, Mr. Keith Wilkins. I want to jump over real quick to Poland. Poland is usually right on the heels every month on the leaderboard following after the Philippines. We have a great leader over there, Mr. Greg Buren, that has stepped up to the plate. He's a go-getter. I have enjoyed immensely working with this gentleman. He's dedicated to what he does, and he's going to have huge success with us here at ENERGENTICS. Also, we have Kanya in the Poland, who's responsible for taking care of all of our customer service needs over there. When it comes to shipping or handling any issues with the affiliates, she is on top of it and makes things happen. Now I want to jump over to Asia. Asia is kind of a new venture here for us at ENERGENTICS, and we have a gentleman that has come on board with us, Mr. Chris Sundell, that I've just had the pleasure of meeting. Feel like I've made a new friend, like I've known him for a long time. He is going to be a major asset to us in the expansion of the Asian market. Another country that we're in the process of doing major things with is Thailand. I want to say congratulations to Mr. Danny Shea, who is leading up Thailand for us. We are getting ready to experience a huge growth curve out of these areas. Now I want to jump over to Europe. Europe is another country that is an up and coming area for us here at Energetics. We have May over there, who is, I had the pleasure of meeting her out in Atlanta at one of our corporate events. A wonderful lady who is dedicated to us here at Energetics and has shown what it takes to be a true leader. Now I'm going to jump over to the United States of America. We have great leadership here that has taken us to new levels. And without these people, we definitely wouldn't be the company that we are today. I want to give a huge shout out to Miss Susie Jackson, Frank Mueller, Lori Maddox, Dr. Joe, David Blackburn. I could go on. The list is immense of who we could cover, who have been with us since the early stages of creating the company that we have here today. Now, a new country that we've just recently opened up is Australia. Austria is showing huge success very quickly, and it's all due to the dedication of a gentleman by the name of Otmar Lennauer. I've just had the pleasure of recently connecting with him, and we are going to see great, great things out of this gentleman and the company of Austria. Now, I could continue on and continue to name lots of people from around the world, but these are people that have been with us almost since day one, that have rolled up their sleeves and have been dedicated to Energetics and shown what true leadership is all about. We haven't been the perfect company since day one. We've had our ups and downs, but the one thing that we've never had an issue with is paying commissions out to our affiliates. Our affiliates are the most important aspect of our entire company, and Jeff and I are dedicated to the success of each and every one of you. Now I get to go into the exciting part of this call, and I'm going to be introducing some very, very special people tonight that have stepped up in a huge, huge way to assist Jeff and I in taking Energetics to the next level. Our first guest speaker tonight is a gentleman that I've had the pleasure of knowing for quite a few years. We have never had a chance to work together, but we both know of each other from the industry. This gentleman has dedicated himself to our company here at Energetics and has stepped up and has accepted the role as our new Vice President of International Development and Expansion. So it is with great pleasure tonight that I introduce to Energetics Mr. Lawrence Irvine. Lawrence, please take it away.
Well, thank you, Eric, for the introduction. You are always so kind. A good day to everyone. I guess good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. And it's a real pleasure to speak to you today. I've been in a little introduction about myself. For those of you that are not familiar with me, I have been in the home-based business, network marketing for many years. Actually, I began when I was 16. I went door to door selling Best Line products in my hometown in Canada. It was a real baptism for me. I was like the stuttering Bible salesman going door to door. I had a real stutter, and it was very difficult for me, but it certainly taught me a lot of lessons about rejection and about no, and how to actually open your own door first before you can get to your customer's door. So I learned a lot working with the Best Line company as a young man, but it was actually my father. He was a minister, and he needed to supplement his family income, so he chose direct sales. And so it's been in my family. I'm now second generation. In the 1960s, when I first started in this industry, there wasn't much to choose from as far as companies to work with. There was Watkins and Raleigh and a few of those. But today we have such a great opportunity. It's allowed me to work around the world, to live where I want to live. Today I live in the tropics. I really enjoy life. My wife and I have 4 children, and we have 4 grandchildren. So I'm very excited to be working with Energentics. I say it's the next billion-dollar company. Over the years, I have met, and I'm friends with many very talented executives in our industry, but I do not know many executives or companies, actually, that really put the member first. Eric and Jeff and the leadership team have really, really impressed me. In our initial conversations, I found out that the decisions we make have to benefit the members, or we will not do it. And that's not just talking the talk, it's actually walking the walk. And I've experienced this now as I've been working behind the scenes with Jeff and Eric, and I see their commitment as Eric alluded to earlier. So I've worked with many energy products for a long time, and I'm actually a believer in the benefits of energy, or what I sometimes call information medicine. Personally, I've been healed from a medical condition by incorporating frequencies into my different treatments. So firsthand, I have seen it work. I know our products work. I have actually been working with our products and have experienced great benefit also. So I think maybe I'll have a chance later on to share more of my life, but today, just as a introduction to you, I hope that you have a little understanding of myself. But I'd like to leave a little philosophy with you on my life. And I developed an attitude of gratitude. I believe that all of us need to concentrate on what we have. If you do that, you'll always have more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you'll never have enough. And I believe to say thank you to everyone we meet for everything they do for us. And I'm very impressed that Eric started off this call with thanks. That is very important. Thanking people that have done a lot for us. And I'd like to say thank you for the hardworking corporate staff that we have. And thank you to those that do the training calls that I have listened to. And a big thank you to all of you, our members, for believing in this awesome opportunity. Thank you very much. And back to you, Eric.
All right, Lawrence, thank you. Thank you for accepting the new role as our new Vice President of International Development. Jeff and I are very excited to have you as a part of our team, and we're looking forward to big, big things happening on an international level. So now we're going to jump to our next guest speaker. This gentleman really needs no introduction. This is a gentleman that I've had the pleasure of knowing for many, many, many years. He's been a mentor to me over the years. He's taught me a lot about what I know having to do with our industry, having a home-based industry, how to be successful. This gentleman has been a multi-million-dollar earner in the industry many times over. He is a soft-spoken gentleman. You will not see him a lot on live conference calls or live video calls. He is definitely an old school networker, but he's a gentleman that if you ever have the opportunity to sit down with across the table or in a meeting, this is a gentleman that you want to soak up just like a sponge and absorb every bit of knowledge that he can put out there. Because one thing this gentleman believes in is in the relationship building, going out there, shaking hands, breaking bread, sharing a glass of tea with someone. It's all about building those relationships. If you want to have a successful business, it's not about just jumping out, waiting for a conference call to happen to try to hopefully invite someone over to the conference call. It's about doing what it takes, rolling up your sleeves, going out there and meeting people. That's why this gentleman is not only a great entrepreneur and has been involved with us since the early stages before we ever opened the doors here at ENERGENTICS. He has become our #1 earner worldwide, and it's with great pleasure that I introduce you to Mr. David Blackburn. David, take it away.
Thank you, Eric. It's a real pleasure to be on tonight. I don't do many calls because I'm basically just laid back and old school, and I believe firmly in one-on-one conversations, anything to make personal contact, eye to eye, around the table, just whatever it takes to get people to understand what we have. A state-of-the-art health and wellness company, a pay plan that's second to none, outstanding leadership from the field and, of course, a corporate team. I've never met anyone any better than Jeff and Eric. I mean, they're just top-notch. And I've been in the precious metals business full-time for 40 years, and I'm still in that business, but I really enjoy the marketing aspect of our industry and enjoy working with people, you know, on a daily basis. I think that we have, I mean, there's nothing that we don't have that if someone's truly wanting to start a business, the greatest products, the greatest pay plan, and it's easy to build. And I just want to let everyone know how much I appreciate you, and I'm available, you know, to help you on my level any way that I can to build your business and make this successful. And thanks, Eric.
Thank you, David. And once again, like I say, anytime you hear that David Blackburn is going to be in your location or anywhere close within 100 miles, you're going to want to meet there to take a listen to this guy. And you know, now the next speaker that I want to bring on, this is what's got me really excited about our future here at ENERGENTICS. This is something we've been looking for, something we've been missing. This is the missing piece to the puzzle that Jeff and I have been trying to put together since day one. We're, along with this new person that I'm getting ready to introduce tonight, are getting ready to put together some very exciting things. We're going to be hitting the road. We're going to be coming to your area. If you haven't heard about ENERGENTICS, get ready because we're coming. So it's with great pleasure tonight. This is a gentleman that I've had the pleasure of knowing for many years, and I've had the opportunity to work with him in several companies over the years. He's always been a top income producer, multi-million-dollar earner, and he is now, it took a little convincing, but he has accepted the role as ENERGENTICS' new Vice President of Sales, and it's with great pleasure that I introduce Mr. Danny Story. Danny, take it away.
Can you hear me okay, Eric?
Absolutely.
First and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, what an honor and a pleasure it is to be offered this position. I would tell you just real briefly a little about myself. I am a father of 4, a grandfather of 6. I'm an old retired veteran from the United States Army. I got introduced to the industry called home-based business back many, many years ago. And I'm here today because someone told me one day to never give up on my dreams, and that person was my mother. And you actually heard her earlier, Miss Peggy Michael. And the one thing this industry has done for me is opened up so many avenues and allowed me to do things that absolutely most people just dream about. And when I was introduced to ENERGENTICS, I would tell you for 18 months, I've been here for 18 months, I laid back. I watched Brother Eric, I listened to Brother David, I watched Brother Jeff, and I wanted to see if these guys were for real. Why? Because I'd been a top income earner in 4 different companies. I actually own my own nutrition company for 10 years, and I've heard so many promises only to be let down, not by the product, not by the comp plan, but most of the time by the leadership team. So I wanted to, one, make sure these guys were for real. And I can tell you, not a day goes by that they're not in the field fighting for us. Not a time have I heard either one of them say, hey, we're doing too much, we're giving too much. And so after many chats and talks, I did accept the position, not because I feel I'm anybody special, but I believe it's now time for us to change the world on what we're fixing to do with this industry called the home-based business industry. Now, after sitting down with these guys, and a lot of you that's guests tonight may not really understand who we are, what we're truly all about in the product realm. So after this call is over, I highly suggest to get with whoever put you on this call and they'll share a website with you, and you'll see just how professional we really are. In 18 months, we've shipped products to over 100 countries. We paid millions in commissions. And folks, we're fixing to do something that's never been done before. Now, when I interview people and I talk to people all around the world, I ask them, what is it that you love about the home-based business? And what is it that you don't like about the home-based business? And without a shadow of a doubt, Eric, I hear this time and time again. Most companies' comp plan is designed to impress upon you, to press on you, that you can do certain things, when in reality, we all know the comp plan is designed for you to fail. I say that with regret, because I also, with my own company that I own, did not understand the industry well enough, and my comp plan was not designed for the masses. And I will tell you that Mr. Jeff, Mr. Eric, and Mr. David has put together a comp plan like no other. However, we came together and put our minds together and said, what can we do that's never been done before? First and foremost, you can start your own business tonight, my friends, for less than a 3-figure decision. So I love saying, don't allow a 3-figure decision cost you a 6-figure residual income. For less than $100, you can start your business with us tonight. You can run that business on autopilot for less than $80 per month. On top of that, my friends, no comp plan that I've ever seen in the industry allows you to become the #1 top position of that company. We call that position a Platinum Elite, by your own efforts. Most comp plans are designed that if you're not a strong recruiter and you're not a strong trainer and you don't know how to build teams, you'll never reach the level of achievement where you get to walk across that stage. You know, Mr. Eric, I can think back to the times that I've had the honor to walk on the stage and receive checks and receive trips, and I look out in the audience and the faces I see are the people who were sold on this vision, but in reality, they never got to walk that stage. And with this company, what we're fixing to do not only will open the door for thousands, it's going to open the door for millions. Someone asked me today, what makes us special? Here's what makes us special. You'll not find in our comp plan any, oh, I got you moments. You'll find that you're able to run this business and run it seamlessly. You'll find that the system is in place. This is a turnkey platform. But here's more importantly, if you simply want to go out and care and share our concept with people, imagine the power of earning 8 different streams of income simply because you cared and shared something with someone that this industry that our CEO is going to share with you in just a few minutes is changing people's lives. Someone asked me, said, well, Mr. Story said, you know, I'm all right about going out and sharing the business with other people, and I'd love to make some money in the what we call the binary plan, simply by sharing it with 2 people, one on your left and one on your right. But where in the world can you become a part of a platform where you can become a Platinum Elite? And listen how simple this is. I know it sounds like, to somebody it might sound like a lot, but if you went out today and you set 20 people in front of you in a room and you said, listen, are you sick and tired of being broke? Are you sick and tired of feeling bad? Do you want to own your own life? If I can show you a 3-figure decision that could change that for you, would you at least listen? Folks, if you wouldn't share that with just 20 people tonight, not only would you become a Platinum Elite and earn a one-time $500 bonus, listen to this, you're now sharing in a 2% global pool with the other Platinum Elites global. Now you're sharing in everybody's efforts out here that you're hearing on this call tonight. That's unheard of in this industry. Not only that, you've opened up things like matching bonuses, generation check matches, and the list goes on and on. But here's where it gets good. There's people on this call right now tonight that I've invited, and folks, you know who you are, that have built some massive teams. Listen to what they were getting ready to launch. Where you can go in, my friends, and share this business with 20 people. And we're going to launch the brand new lifestyle energetics platform effective September the 1st like no other. If you set them same 20 people in the room in front of you, Brother Eric, and you wanted to start changing your life, watch this. This is residual. This isn't one time. Here's how simple our plan is. And you've not heard me say one time that you have to have so much volume on your left. You have to get married to get Steve, to get Rick, who's got volume on your right. You don't have to worry about that, my friends. It's just simply about helping people that you've introduced this company to. So you take them same 20 and you go help 2 of them go out and share the business and care with people with a grand total of 8 people. Brother Jeff, Brother Eric, David, now we're going to send you on top of all the other streams of income that you're getting $500 residual each and every month on top of everything else. You say, well, Mr. Story, $500 is good, but that's not going to change my life. Maybe you wanted to go out and share it with 6 of those 20 people, and you can have more. I'm just giving you some numbers. You shared and helped 6 of your people on your team go out and share and become what we call Silver Elite, 8 people. That's $1,500 each and every month on top of everything else. That may not impress you. I know there's some people on this call right now that I've invited that make big bucks in this industry. But listen to this. How many of your people on your team makes big bucks in this industry? Jeff and Eric and David's platform is this. We want you to truly bless those you're inviting to the team. If you would like to earn $5,000 a month residual on top of everything else, you simply could take the same 20 people that you just set in front of you and say, listen, do you believe in the energy and the technology that we have? And wait till you hear what's coming after me. Do you believe in changing people's quality of life? Do you believe that you're a part of a billion-dollar industry? If you do, and you help those 20 people, go out and just share this with 8 people. Once again, what have you not heard me say? That so much of it has to be in this leg, so much of it has to be in that leg. We're talking about caring and sharing. Folks, you now can qualify to receive $5,000 lifestyle bonus each and every month that you qualify with that, on top of all the other streams of income that we have. You know, folks, in this concept, I actually had a guy send me a message right before the call about another company that's growing pretty well. And so I jumped over real quick just to look at the comp plan, Eric. In the first 2 minutes of looking at the comp plan, I already found 3 gotcha moments. And I would tell you, that's why I'm impressed. That's why I've accepted this position, not because I'm anybody special again, because there's people on this call right now that's from the United States that I know of, that I work with personally, that are huge. But I promise you, I'm going to do everything I can to reach out to every one of you and partner with you. I want to become a part of your team. I want you to become a part of my team. And we're going to start doing live rallies. We're going to start doing live calls, training calls. And I'm working with a couple guys, Mr. Eric, that are marketing experts. And we're going to try to bring you the best videos that we can, the best marketing material we can. And we're going to position ourselves, like the gentleman said a moment ago, not to be in the next $1 million company. We are going to become the next $1 billion company in the home-based business industry. And with that said, Eric, what an honor and a pleasure it is to be offered this position. And I turn this call back over to you, sir, and look forward to working with all you guys for many years to come.
Danny, I appreciate your information. I appreciate everything that you are doing and will be doing for us here at ENERGENTICS. We couldn't be more excited to have both of you and Lawrence as a part of our corporate team now. But we're going to move on. We have got a gentleman here that I'm getting ready to bring on board that, you know, I can't say enough words to be able to describe this person. Without him, none of us would be here today. I had the honor of knowing who this gentleman was for many years. Never had the opportunity to personally work with him, but it was all about timing. And the timing just happened to be when he first introduced me to the concept of what he was putting together here at ENERGENTICS, and fell in love with the guy, fell in love with the concept, knew that with this person at the helm of this company, there was nothing that was going to stop us from achieving every goal that we have put out there to make happen. So it's going to be with great honor and great pleasure that I introduce to you the man that we all have become to love, our founder, co-founder, CEO. He wears many, many hats. I often ask him, you know, do you ever sleep? This man is, he's a workaholic, but he is dedicated to the true success of our company here. So with that, I want to welcome to the call our CEO, Mr. Jeff Cohen. Jeff, take it away.
Thanks, Eric. I appreciate those kind words, and hello to everybody around the world. Can you all hear me? All righty.
Yep.
What a day. You know, I look at the calendar, and you know, the world we live in is seasonal. The world is based on work. The world is based on school. The world is based on growing of plants, cultivating the plants. Years go by, birthdays go by. So the world that we live in the MLM world, or better known as home-based business and direct sales, is seasonal. And we are in a season. And the beautiful thing is that right now, wherever you are in the world, the summer is coming to an end and a new season's upon us, and it's the fall. It may not be the fall everywhere in the world, but we all know going back to school and doing things kind of brings back some normality, and people going back to work, kids going to school, and everything comes back to the way we all know it. You got to go, you got to get up, you got to work, you come home, you hug the family, you kiss the dog, whatever, and you go to sleep and you start the next day over again. So the thing is, we wanted to build a company and a culture and a legacy. And I'm here to tell you that I'm looking at faces around the world tonight. People sitting in the Philippines, people in Poland, people in Australia, Canada, Europe, as Eric said, around the world. How did a little company out of Atlanta who had an idea where dreamers and doers and entrepreneurs and families can come together? Well, we're here. Somebody has put us together. And the truth of the matter is, you know, we want you to be successful personally and professionally. And it takes more people than me to do that. I've had the honor to work with you, and I've worked with other people. But the thing is, we are all vibrant. And I'm using that word vibrant because we are all vibrating. Frequencies and wavelengths is what is making us work, alive. Sometimes our vibrations are not good. Sometimes they're not always working. But we are a company that is focused on healing, health, wellness through using energy, vibrations, frequencies. So we have an innovative delivery system because there are not many companies out there that are leading the way with saying we have that kind of technology. It's disruptive technology. We're not saying take medicine. We're not saying take prescriptions. We're not telling you to do this and that. We're working with the natural ways of the body. So what we've been working on from the start, 18 months, we've been working on a core group of products that I've said that will help you feel better from head to toe. And most recently, we created a product that took us out from the cards and the chips and the souls and the tags. And we came up with a product of coffee that basically has changed the way people wake up to what's happening in the morning. So what I wanted to do is spend a minute and introduce you to Felicia Stoller, who is online right now with us. And Felicia is an interesting folk, and I'm gonna just take a moment and explain. Felicia helped us get together and perfect the coffee. Felicia is a registered dietitian. She has more letters after her name than the alphabet of a DCN, an MS, an RDN, an EACSM, and an FAND. I'll have her explain that. But she is a physiologist, a nutritionist, an author, an expert in health and wellness. You've seen she's written books about living skinny and fat genes, and that's not GEANS, it's GENES. And Honey, we're killing the kids by the way they eat. She's helped people to be enlightened. She's been on TV. She's been on cable. She's been rubbing elbows with people. She's run for political office. And we have the beautiful Miss Felicia Stoller working with us in perfecting our consumable products, the coffee products. So Felicia, can you jump on here? Kara, can you open her mic, please? There you go. Thank you. Felicia.
It's a little late at night here in New Jersey, so I'm not drinking this right now. I definitely want to go to sleep, but it is something that is part of my morning routine. So I'm happy to be here. Yes, I am a registered dietitian, nutritionist, and exercise physiologist. I'm board certified in lifestyle medicine, and I'm a fellow of the American College of Sports Medicine and the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. And I've spoken around the globe, and I've been on pretty much every television channel, local and national in the United States, and used to host a reality show on the Learning Channel. And I'm happy to be here. I'm all about promoting health and wellness and healthy living. And in addition to what you all are doing, I know that as part of wellness, financial wellness is an important part of people's lives and lifestyles, and the community that you all create together in this business is an important part of living a vibrant and healthy life. We often think of health in terms of physical health, but emotional health is also important. And I think all of you would agree that financial health is also important, in having freedom and not being beholden to others. So I commend you for that. It's been really fun working with Jeff directly on the formulation for this coffee to make sure it's something that tastes good, is delivering great ingredients with meaning, and making sure that there's nothing artificial, and making sure there's nothing, that would cause any harm. And so it's really my pleasure to be associated with you all, to help out going forward, and by providing additional education and information along the way.
Thank you.
Did I miss anything?
No, not at all. Thank you. I know it's late, and I know you just got back home. So thanks for joining us and being on with us. And let me continue. The whole idea of Energetics products is that we need to add significant value in the marketplace. And we need to provide you an equal significant opportunity. Now, I know for sure from the roots of the company's beginning is that, we said we were going to harness energy and vibrations and use Tesla-inspired energy. And in doing that, we really have created something special. Now, across the world, you've tasted the coffee, and you are buying the coffee, you are selling the coffee. The coffee is, we're producing as much coffee as we can daily. And we have this coffee based on, it's not a replacement for your coffee just to take a cup of coffee in the morning. It's a cup of coffee that makes you healthy. And remember, health starts with the ingredients and the touch of energy that we add to it. And in keeping that in mind, we want you to achieve success and significance going forward. So the important thing that we've been working on is, what do you do beyond coffee? Now, the other products out there in the world, there are a lot of other products that we can go forward with, but we want it to be significant. There's some products out there that you could find 100 of them. They're all similar. They may have different milligrams. They may have a little bit of a different component inside, but basically they all are the same. We don't want to be that. Our coffee is not that. Our quantum card is not that. Our EMF shield is not that. Anything we do is with customization and specificity, so we can be vibrant and helping you people feel good, be healthy, have your meridian system working, have your emotional system working, have your finances working. So to make sure that we can continue to do that in a way that's going to be significant for you, your families, we're going to continue. And today is the day that we are officially going into the hemp business. We will have the first and only hemp and energy product. But as you people all know in the world, there's many different versions of this. Well, the thing is, not like ours. The way we came out with the coffee. There is nothing like it out there. And there will be nothing like it out there in terms of the hemp product that we are bringing forward. We've been working on it. The difference is, just think of it this. Everybody talks about from the farm to the table. How is it created on the farm? And how do I eat it or consume it at the table? Well, think of it the same way about what's this hemp product going to be like? This is going to be different from the farm to your hand and wherever you're using it. Because what we're going to be doing is all of the things that we are preaching and talking about in terms of good vibrations and the water purification of our quantum card and the vibrations of music will all be in the field where it's grown and where it's cultivated and where it's produced and where it's energized in the bottle. That is a big difference than anywhere in the world where somebody is going to just say, which brand do you want? Which is going to be the best distribution system into the body? Well, push those aside because this one's the only one in the world that's going to be this way. So I hope that you understand that when we said we are going to be an energy company, that Energentics is energy and genetics put together, and we will never stop putting those two things together in the products that we do, so you can sell the products and people can consume those products and use those products and have a winning formula for success. That disruptive concept is really called Energetics Wearable Health and Wellness Technology. And that's our platform, and that's why we're able to go forward. So what I'm here is, we said a lot tonight, everybody. I want to welcome everybody who's new on board. We have a few days at the end of this month, and it's a holiday for most people around the world. It's the end of summer. It starts a new season. The season of back to school, the season of back to work, the season of farming, the season of cultivating. And that's where we're going to all do this in our business together. So from me to you, I want to thank you all for being on this call. We have a tremendous crowd. I want to thank everybody who's from around the world. It's early in some places, it's late in others. Thank you for sharing it with us. It's great to see your faces. And let's keep it up. Let's keep on going. Be the vibration you want to be. It's all about your health, the wellness, your performance, your longevity. And I think the things that we talked about today for how we're going to run the company, how we're going to have the products we have for you, the people that are going to be supporting you, the opportunity for earning a living. And, the world is a little bit of a strange place right now, with the economics. But, we're in a business that everybody goes to and leans heavy on when there's a downturn in economies. People look for extra revenue. People look for opportunity. So I wish you all the best. I thank you for being with us from the beginning. Those of you who are new, I hope you get a good feel for who Energetics is. And take a look at our website. Take a look at the person who invited you. Keep on looking at those Facebook pages, and it's just the start. So I wish you all the best. Eric, thank you for letting me chat with everybody tonight. And Felicia, thank you for joining us. And I'm excited for Danny. I'm excited for Lawrence, and for so many of you on the call tonight. Thank you.
All right, Jeff, thank you for sharing your vision and the future of Energetics. And before we close out this call, I just want to put out there one last time, think about it, folks, what Jeff just talked about. We are getting ready to introduce to the world the first, the only, zero competition, frequency-based hemp oil in the world. I've been sampling this product. It is unbelievable what this is going to do for you. It's unbelievable what it's going to do for your health. It's unbelievable what it's going to do for your financial standings in the future. The future is now. This is only the beginning. So when you go to bed tonight, think about what we've talked about tonight. We covered a lot. Everything's going to be reflective on your websites. Major enhancements to the compensation plan. We want to pay you more money. We want everyone to be successful. So with that, thank you all for sharing time with us tonight. We look forward to huge success around the world. We'll be putting emails out to the field to how to contact Lawrence, how to contact David Blackburn, how to contact Danny Story, how to contact some of the other major leaders around the globe. We want to come see you. We are ready to hit the road. We want to let everyone know all about Energetics and what it has to offer. So with that, everyone had a great evening, and we'll see you at the top. God bless.
Thank you.